This episode of ETC is brought to you by Mad Max Fury Road.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to News Dump.
So 2007 through 2009 were some of the best and worst years of my life. I finished college, I got drunk and smoked weed nonstop, and I lived on the west side of LA in an apartment I absolutely could not afford because I was earning under $20,000 a year. But through it all, New Zealand comedy folk duo Flight of the Concords were there for me, and to this day, they hold a very special place in my heart.
I was living in a shitty house in Valdosta, Georgia, watching Flight of the Concords. It was great. So Flight of the Concords, aka Jermaine Clement and Brett McKenzie, first gained popularity in the early 2000s as a live act, but their brilliance as comedians and musicians was truly put on display in 2007 when their half-hour comedy show Flight of the Concords aired on HBO, starring them as fictionalized versions of themselves trying and failing to make it as musicians in New York City.
The show featured usually 2 scenes per episode that were straight up music videos that propelled the storylines from deadpan reality straight into absurdist fantasy, and what set the songs apart from other comedy music acts is just how much range and talent these guys have.
Yeah, songs ranged from soul to 80s new wave to hard rock to hip hop and so on and so forth, and they nailed every genre they took on, especially vocally. The song Bowie's in Space is a perfect example, sounding remarkably similar to something 1970s David Bowie would have actually made, but with totally absurd lyrics.
Yeah, he's got like nipple antennas
Why not?
sending messages back to Earth.
not?
So the show ended in 2009 after 2 seasons, and Flight of the Concords was essentially dissolved, with both members saying that they needed time away from the project because they basically used up all of their ideas.
Yeah.
Brett McKenzie went on to win an Academy Award for a song from the Muppet movie, and Jermaine Clement has done a ton of voice acting as well as starring in What We Do in the Shadows, which we both just loved.
Great movie. But now, 6 years since they were last a thing, Flight of the Concords is coming back, baby!
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah. So while promoting his new movie People, Places, Things, Jermaine Clement told both IndieWire and Consequence of Sound that he and McKenzie were in the process of writing a feature-length Flight of the Concords film together.
So that's 2 interviews, 2 confirmations.
Oh, that's double
I'd say that the Flight of the Concords movie is double confirmed.
We did it.
So Clement was quick to point out that it's still very early stages and it has the possibility of never happening, but we hope to God that it does. In the meantime, though, he confirmed that the Concords will be doing a live tour sometime next year, so hopefully that means new songs that'll end up in the new movie.
Fingers crossed. Yeah. Hopefully they do a Coachella set.
Oh, I would love that.
Moving on to news about other people that we love, Jon Stewart may be done with The Daily Show, but that does not mean he's becoming a hermit. His first post-Daily Show appearance will actually be tomorrow night when he hosts WWE's SummerSlam pay-per-view event, just 2 weeks after his last Daily Show appearance.
Yeah, so he's not wasting any time.
No.
This isn't Stewart's first appearance on the WWE. He's been a fan for a long time and famously had a big feud with Seth Rollins earlier this year that many have called a crossover that got it right. And it concluded with the 2 of them burying the hatchet and Rollins giving Stewart a custom-made Daily Show WWE World Heavyweight Championship belt.
Aw. So this isn't totally random, but it should make for an interesting pay-per-view. We don't follow it too closely, but apparently Seth Rollins is taking on John Cena and Brock Lesnar is fighting The Undertaker. Also, Arrow star Stephen Amell will be fighting in a tag team match in his Arrow costume because fuck it, why not?
Why not?
Yeah. Give the kids what they want.
Yeah. So that's cool.
Steve and Larson are going to be watching.
Oh, they will. They will be going in raw.
And ETC correspondent for all of our Arab countries, Ahmed will be there in person.
Ahmad on the sheet.
Yeah.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
In other Jon Stewart news, though, the internet really wants him to moderate one of the numerous, endless presidential debates that we're going to have to be subjected to for the next 14 months.
Yeah, the Change.org petition suggesting it actually makes some good points. Jon Stewart has interviewed as many, if not more, politicians as your average cable news host, and his knowledge of the American political system is very strong. Not to mention his election coverage has always been the best around, and it'll be sorely missed this time around, so give us something.
Unless Trevor Noah can blow my mind.
Yeah.
This petition is aimed at the Commission on Presidential Debates, the nonprofit company that has organized all of the presidential debates since 1987, and it's already got nearly 200,000 signatures, so this is something that could maybe actually happen, assuming Jon Stewart would even want to.
Yeah, Jon Stewart will just do anything the fans ask for now. Tell me what to do, fans! But speaking of former Comedy Central news host, Stephen Colbert is about to take over The Late Show. But he's not letting the stress turn him into an asshole. On the contrary, Colbert just donated $800,000 to South Carolina teachers, funding every single South Carolina school project on DonorsChoose.org.
Just give me all of them. That's great. What a great man.
Beautiful.
So Colbert has always been supportive of charity causes that he believes in, and though he hasn't lived in his home state of South Carolina for quite a while, he still cares enough about the state to donate massive amounts of money to education there.
Yeah. He raised the money by auctioning off various set pieces from the Colbert Report after it ended, including the desk. Now, by the end of that show's run, the set was absolutely full of random decorations Colbert had added or received over the years. So it's good to hear that all those set pieces went to good use after the set was torn down, not just wasted.
That Captain America shield,
Yeah.
all the portraits. I easily $800,000.
Yeah.
So that's good to hear. But speaking of awesome set pieces, it was just revealed that the latest project from UK street artist Banksy is his most ambitious one yet. A surreal, dystopian theme park called Dismaland that he and around 50 other artists have been creating in secrecy for some time now.
Yeah, it basically takes the concept of Disneyland and turns it on its head, while still giving visitors the experience of entering a fantasy world, except this one is kind of surreal and more sinister.
And the official brochure reads, "Are you looking for an alternative to the soulless, sugar-coated banality of the average family day out, or just somewhere cheaper? Then this is the place for you. A chaotic new world where you can escape from mindless escapism. Instead of a burger stall, we have a museum. In place of a gift shop, we have a library.
Wow.
Well, we have a gift shop as well.
He's bring the whole family to come and enjoy the latest addition to our chronic leisure surplus, a bemusement park. A theme park whose big theme is, theme parks should have bigger themes. This event contains adult themes, distressing imagery, extended use of strobe lighting, smoke effects, and swearing. The following items are strictly prohibited: knives, spray cans, illegal drugs, and lawyers from the Walt Disney Corporation." Hey, good. Good thing they put that in there.
Yeah, so Dismaland opens to the public today, actually, and it will remain open until September 27th, which is way too short if you ask me.
Yeah.
So if you're in the UK, head down to Weston Super Mare, and I'm sure I pronounced that like completely wrong.
Yeah.
But that's in North Somerset, right on the coast.
Yeah.
Check it out. We would if we could, and hopefully they
Absolutely.
take this show on the road.
Yeah, back
That'd
to
be great.
Somerset.
Yeah, just
My
box it
favorite
up.
place, yeah. Anyways, guys, that's it for this week. Please check out Weekly Weird News and Tugs. And we have a podcast coming out tomorrow as me, you, and Brett sitting around shooting the shit, talking about pickle juice and
about fruits.
Fruits, yeah, all kinds of good stuff. And then be sure, we'll link it in the description below, to go ask questions to Ed Screen from Transporter Refueled and Deadpool, and also ask questions of Little Dicky. I keep saying little, because Little Dicky will be on next week as well, so leave your questions for both of those on the subreddit, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.